You ain't talk about the producers. You didn't talk about the writers. You didn't talk about the team that helped you get there. Your whole speech was about how great Beyonce is.
Now, have to say thank you to Beyonce, just so that way we keep the guest community safe. Someone had to.
They bought that album to #1. They bought the accolades. They bought all of that stuff, lined up the sponsorship and did all of that stuff for a project that really ain't that great.
Jaguar Wright, the outspoken R&B singer known for exposing the dark side of the music industry, has once again stirred controversy by claiming that Hollywood elites are terrified of Beyoncé. In a series of bold statements, Wright suggests that the pop icon wields immense power behind the scenes, influencing careers and controlling narratives within the entertainment world. According to her, industry insiders fear speaking out against Beyoncé due to her alleged connections, influence, and the potential consequences of crossing her.
These people are being trained to worship this person, to honor her above themselves. Why? What's so special about her?
Aura?
What aura? Tuesday? This is aura. This is her aura. On a jumbotron at a basketball game in real time. Her sister trying everything within her, from all of the ancestors, from every plantation they got, violated on.
In her recent statements, Wright suggested that Beyoncé might be associated with the Illuminati, a secretive elite group rumored to control the entertainment industry and the whole world. She claimed that Beyoncé's immense success, influence, and ability to maintain her untouchable status could be linked to deeper, hidden connections within powerful circles.
All you could talk about is the bitch that's coming behind you? You ain't talk about the producers. You didn't talk about the writers. You didn't talk about the team that helped you get there. Your whole speech was about how great Beyonce is. That's when I knew she was picked.
Everyone from the BBC to Beyoncé has been accused of being part of the Illuminati, a secret group said to comprise of the world's most powerful people seeking to establish a new world order.
Even if you haven't heard of the Illuminati, chances are you've probably seen one of the symbols associated with them: pentagrams, goats, even the all-seeing eye that's found on US banknotes.
Over the years, many have pointed to various symbols and gestures in Beyoncé's performances, music videos, and public appearances as supposed evidence of her ties to a secret elite group. One of the most frequently cited examples is her infamous hand gesture forming a triangle, often seen at her concerts. This symbol, commonly associated with Jay-Z's Rock Nation label, is also linked to the Illuminati's Eye of Providence.
A lot of conspiracy theorists believe that Beyonce signaled that she's part of a secret society bent on world domination.
Not the Illuminati.
Forget the lights for a second. What she did is she made a diamond shape with her hands during her Super Bowl halftime performance, and I'm told the gesture is considered a symbol of the Illuminati. Illuminati was founded in 1776, and members claim to have mysterious knowledge from a higher source. There's also a theory circulating that Beyonce may have been sending a secret message to her husband Jay-Z, or it's also possible she just put her hands up like this.
Okay,
I have a higher source.
Okay.
The teleprompter is my higher source.
Jaguar Wright has taken her claims about Beyoncé's power in the industry even further, alleging that many celebrities, including Mary J. Blige and Lizzo, thank Beyoncé after receiving awards because they are trained to worship her and are afraid of the consequences of not doing so. Wright suggests that Beyoncé holds an almost godlike status in Hollywood, where artists and industry insiders are conditioned to acknowledge her influence publicly.
Deja vu.
Listen to me. We're talking Mary J. Blige, who came before Beyonce, singing her praises while she's being honored, forgets herself, talks about this bitch. "20 years later, Lizzo winning the one Beyonce award she can't get. And she stops in the middle of that to say, I feel bad that I won your award. Tell me there's not something off.
Let me tell you something. Me and Adele having a good time, just enjoying ourselves, just rooting for our friends. So this is an amazing night. I'd like to believe that not only can people do good, but we just are good. We are good inherently. And anybody at home who feels misunderstood or on the outside looking in like I did, just stay true to yourself, because I promise you, you will find people, you will attract people in your life who believe in you and support you. Beyonce, whoo! In the 5th grade, I skipped school to see you perform. Where are you at, Beyonce? My eyes are wet. I love you. God bless y'all.
And the Grammy goes to, you can read it,
Harry Styles.
Thank you, Beyonce. You're amazing. Yeah.
The fact that Beyonce made a country record changed the game. So thank you.
Beyonce.
Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Thank you to Beyonce. Thank you to Beyonce.
Imagine Tom Brady at a Super Bowl holding the trophy in Tampa and thanking Belichick and never mentioning anything. That would look crazy, wouldn't it? He might not get his contract renewed. Something's off here.
One of the most talked about moments in Grammy history was when Adele won Album of the Year in 2017 for 25, beating Beyoncé's critically acclaimed Lemonade. During her acceptance speech, Adele shocked the audience by dedicating a significant portion of it to Beyoncé, expressing her deep admiration for her and even saying that Lemonade should have won. Even more unusual was when Adele later broke her Grammy Award in half. Some speculated that she was symbolically sharing the award with Beyoncé, while others believed it was a spontaneous accident. However, this incident fueled conspiracy theories that Adele, like many other artists, was expected to show reverence to Beyoncé.
What can't be seen in that clip, though, is that yes, Adele broke her Album of the Year Grammy in half, apparently to give to Beyonce, in a scene reminiscent of Mean Girls.
Sharon.
Adele also reiterated her love for Bey after the show.
A piece of me did die inside as a Beyonce stan, I'm not gonna lie, because I was completely rooting for her, I voted for her.
Was breaking your Grammy in half for Beyonce easier or harder than you thought it would be?
It was actually really easy. I was just so uncomfortable and nervous up on the stage trying to give that speech right in front of her. I just sort of twisted off and fell off with my hand. It felt like fate. You know I love me some Beyonce. You know I do love me some Beyonce, but I wouldn't really, you know, my idols, and I'm about to say I can't really compare anything I do to Beyonce just because it's like night and day and she's just heavenly. But I couldn't also really compare. Do you know what? Beyonce's one of my favourites, guys. She's not one of my idols. Don't come for me.
Now remember at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards when Taylor Swift won the award for Best Female Video for You Belong With Me. As Swift was giving her acceptance speech, Kanye West stormed the stage, took the microphone from her and declared that Beyoncé had the best music video of all time and she should win that award, referring to Beyoncé's Single Ladies.
Music, so thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
At the time, Kanye's interruption was widely condemned, with many believing he was simply being disrespectful to Swift. However, conspiracy theorists, including Jaguar Wright, have suggested that Kanye may have actually been protecting Taylor by publicly acknowledging Beyoncé.
This might be the craziest theory ever, but was Kanye West trying to save Taylor Swift from Beyoncé when he went on stage? Hear me out. With everything that's coming out recently, everyone knows that Jay-Z and Beyoncé, they're going down soon. I've been seeing reports saying that Jay-Z is worse than P. Diddy, literally the diddling duo. Back when Adele won her award, she split it in half to give to Beyoncé. You know damn well ain't nobody splitting up their award for nobody. Or was it because she was scared of what could happen to her?
Some believe that Kanye's move was a strategic way to prevent Swift from unintentionally disrespecting the industry's most powerful figure by failing to thank her during her speech.
The theory floating around suggests that Ye's infamous interruption of Taylor Swift at the 2009 VMAs was actually a strategic move to shield her from Diddy's alleged predatory tendencies, although a pretty far stretch here is what this seems. According to this theory, by creating a rift between Swift, who was just starting out her career then, and Beyoncé, he prevented her from falling into Diddy's grasp.
The dark rumors surrounding Beyoncé's rise to fame don't stop at industry control and Illuminati speculation. One of the most chilling conspiracy theories suggests that Beyoncé played a role, directly or indirectly, in the tragic passing of R&B singer Aaliyah.
Beyoncé is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything, just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's gonna be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there.
Aaliyah and 7 other people, her entourage, a makeup artist, some staff, other people working with her, friends on the music video shoot, boarded a twin-engine Cessna 402B at the Marsh Harbor Airport on the Abaco Islands in the Bahamas. A little bit about this plane, the 402B Cessna. It's a relatively small plane. It fits about 7 or 8 people. Frankly, the pilot, who we'll talk about in a minute, recommended that only 7 people fly with Aaliyah, or a total of 7 people in the party. She happened to have 8 in her party.
Aaliyah, who was considered the rising queen of R&B in the late 1990s and early 2000s, tragically died in a plane crash on August 25, 2001, at just 22 years old. Some theorists believe her untimely passing paved the way for Beyoncé's solo career to flourish, leading to speculation that her passing was not just an accident, but part of a calculated industry move.
By the way, wasn't this all around the time when Aaliyah died?
Yeah.
And Beyonce's solo career was struggling? Jam on your horn now, that fucking bullshit ass record. From the Austin Powers shit, it was some of the worst shit ever. They were having a hard time taking her solo. And then Aaliyah died. And then they brought Rich Harrison in, and your love got me thinking so crazy right now. She liked posing with him in pictures for Page 6. Aaliyah didn't. She fell in love with Dane.
Yeah, I call these planes puddle jumpers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're the small planes for very short flights, and the Bahamas are close enough to Miami that you don't need a commercial jet airliner, you don't need a Boeing 747. You take these small flights, they're noisy, there's not an aisle, there's not a lot of service, but they get you from A to B. Yeah, so this is a chartered flight. It's about a 3-hour flight from the Abaco Islands to Opelika, Florida, where she was flying to.
Jaguar Wright har tagit spekulationerna ännu längre och hävdar att Aaliyah kan ha blivit drogad och buren på planet mot sin vilja. According to these allegations, Aaliyah didn't voluntarily board the overloaded aircraft, but was instead incapacitated and forced onto it.
I know a lot more about you than you think I do. It's time for us to stop pussyfooting with the truth. It is time for Aaliyah Dana Houghton's death to be properly investigated.
Jaguar has continued her campaign to expose the darker side of the entertainment industry. In her interview with Piers Morgan, Jaguar made several explosive claims. She accused Jay-Z and Beyoncé of being involved in satanic rituals and linked them to controversial figures like Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein. She also described Jay-Z as worse than Diddy and alleged his involvement in disturbing actions involving young girls.
It's time for Fatima Robinson to speak up about what she heard on that phone. It's time for somebody to be honest about who gave Aaliyah the pills that knocked her out before she was carried onto a plane she didn't want to be on. It's time for the other dancers who knew she was terrified to get on that plane to speak up.
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz.
The claims made by Jaguar regarding the involvement of celebrities, particularly Jay-Z and Beyoncé, in Diddy's alleged activities have been strongly denied by the couple's legal team. In response to the allegations, they issued a cease and desist letter, emphasizing their intention to protect their reputations and combat what they perceive as unfounded accusations.
Piers Morgan has just been censored by Jay-Z and Beyonce. The journalist received a cease and desist letter from the Carters regarding his interview with Jaguar Wright. She claimed that there's footage of Jay-Z on those freak-off tapes and that he could be just as guilty as Diddy. Now, I don't know about y'all, but they got some really interesting pictures that they take. Beyonce started one of her concerts with this opening: whoever controls the media controls the mind. So it's clear to me that Beyonce knows to control the media. You know, just look at me at the Grammys throwing this up with the all-seeing eye as the logo for CBS. Interesting. And what's Jay-Z doing right here with known witch Marina Abramovic? I mean, really, just a coincidence, right?
The gravity of the allegations has resonated throughout the media landscape, leading to significant reactions. Notably, Piers Morgan publicly apologized for discussing the rumors surrounding Jay-Z and Beyoncé, highlighting the precarious nature of the claims and the implications they carry.
Looks like Jay-Z and Beyoncé are responding legally to the recent interview that Jaguar Wright did on Piers Morgan. So much so, Piers had to issue an apology. One of the resounding claims that Jaguar Wright must be telling the truth is the fact that no celebrity has ever sued her. But some experts will say that, well, technically they don't want discovery if they were to sue her or to give her attention by suing her. But Piers Morgan has a huge platform and has the money to be sued and has a lot to lose.
As I've said, in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. We apologise.
In light of the recent revelations surrounding Diddy's trial and the gravity of the charges he faces, there is growing sentiment that Jaguar and other insiders who have been fearless to talk about these dark secrets of industry deserve an apology from everyone. For years, they have been vocal about the dark side of the entertainment industry, including the exploitation, misconduct, and corruption they witnessed firsthand.
Cat Williams and Jaguar Wright are owed an apology by the black community. You know what I'm talking about. When they start saying like what the things what Diddy was doing behind closed doors, you call them crazy. You call them haters. You call them traitors. But after Diddy got pinched by the feds, and after the evidence started yanking out, now most of you are being quiet. Some people in Diddy's circle start deleting tweets. They started to move different, talking different. Because deep down inside, time's coming Cat Williams called it. 2024 is to be the time of revealing, starting with Diddy. And if Diddy starts to sing, everybody else is next.
What do you think about Jaguar Wright's explosive claims about Beyoncé's power in the industry? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.